What would you do if the world told you no 39 times? If every door slammed in your face? If your dream was laughed out of rooms you could barely afford to walk into? Most people give up, but he didn't. And that's why this nobody rejected again and again turned to a simple idea into a billion-dollar empire. Wait, $1 billion. Yep, with a B, not bad for someone no one believed in. This is the story of how rejection built a legend. His name doesn't matter because he could be you, born into an average family. Nothing flashy, just a curious mind and a heart full of fire. He was the kid who took apart his remote to see how it worked. The teen who asked questions most people rolled their eyes at. And when he grew up, he had one idea. One brilliant, world-shifting idea. But there was just one tiny problem. It was rejected. Too simple. They said, rejected. Not scalable. We don't see the vision by the 10th. Even his friends stopped returning calls. At that point, even the vending machine probably rejected his dollar bill. So here's the twist. Rejection isn't rare. We all face it: job interviews, school applications, even love. But what happens when rejection becomes your norm? He started doubting. Maybe they were right. Maybe he was delusional. But here's the truth. Rejection doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means they didn't see it yet. A light bulb went off. What if he flipped the script? What if he ignored the naysayers and doubled down? What if he made them regret saying no? Not for clout, not for fame, but for pure, unadulterated revenge. He poured his life savings into it. Every penny, every second, every sleepless night was a silent scream. You don't believe me? Watch. His creation was simple. A solution to a common problem that everyone had dismissed as insignificant. He didn't care. He saw the value. And here's where things get interesting. In a world obsessed with complex, groundbreaking ideas, he dared to be basic. He focused on solving a small part of a big problem, but he solved it well. And slowly, silently, he started gaining ground. First users, then customers, then people who had been burned by the big players were cautiously optimistic about this new guy, who was quietly fixing their everyday problems. They gave him a chance, and guess what? He delivered. But this isn't a fairy tale. It's a story of grit. While he was busy building, others were trying to tear him down. Competition, jealousy, fear. But he had armor. Every rejection was a brick in his armor, and by the time they realized what he was building, it was too late. He had crossed the chasm and reached the other side where only legends reside. His name still doesn't matter. What matters is the impact. He didn't just disrupt an industry. He redefined it. His approach was a breath of fresh air. People flocked to his product because it was simple, reliable, and, dare I say, kind. It did what it promised. It didn't overcomplicate things. It didn't judge you. It just helped. And in a world that often feels like a minefield of complexity, that's revolutionary. Here's the beautiful irony. As he climbed the ladder of success, he didn't forget those who doubted him. With every milestone, he sent a quiet message. I didn't need you then. I don't need you now. He played the long game. He didn't chase fleeting trends or quick wins. He focused on building a legacy, and the numbers speak for themselves. 1 million users, 10 million downloads, 100 million raised. But the greatest victory, that's immeasurable. The lives he touched, the problems he solved, the smiles he put on faces. That's his billion-dollar empire. He didn't just make a killing. He made a difference. And that's real success. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Is he a tech genius? Nope. Did he have a crazy network? Nah. Was he born with a silver spoon? You bet not. What he had was a relentless spirit, a refuse to quit, an insane work ethic. He was the epitome of hustle. And here's the playbook. You can do this too. Step 1. Embrace the suck. The beginning is always the hardest. There's no glory in the trenches, but here's the secret. The pain you endure now is the fuel for your future glory. So dig in and push through. Step 2. Ignore the naysayers. They're not in your corner. They never will be. Then negativity is a shield to protect their own mediocrity. Don't let it hold you back. Step 3. Embrace simplicity. The greatest innovations are often deceptively simple. It's not about the bells and whistles. It's about solving the core problem. Strip away the noise and focus on what really matters. Step 4. Play the long game. Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither is greatness. Stay focused. Stay dedicated. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. And when you reach the finish line, the view is breathtaking. The people who once doubted you will be in awe. The critics will be silenced, and the only thing that will matter is the feeling of knowing you did it your way. He didn't take shortcuts, he didn't compromise, he didn't sell out. And in the end, he stood tall. Now go out there and build your billion-dollar idea. And when you do, remember this moment and send a little bit of that success back to us because we believed in you when others didn't. It's time to make your move. The world is waiting. Are you going to show them what you're made of? Are you ready to prove them wrong? Are you ready to become unstoppable? Because it's time to stop talking and start doing. So go on, make your move. The world is yours for the taking. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So don't waste another second. Start today and build that billion-dollar idea. Who knows? You might just surprise yourself. And when you do, Remember us. We'll be right here cheering you on. So go on. Take that first step. Don't look back. The future is yours.